The other type of volcanism is extrusive volcanism. If you think about it, intrusive is inside, extrusive like exit, that is correct. This happens when liquid rock comes out or is blown out onto the surface. In other words, lava or pyroclastic material. If in any way hot liquid stuff is coming out of the planet and it's rock, we have an eruption. Eruptions come in two types. First of all, explosive eruption, kind of self-explanatory. This means that they're dangerous. They're going to blow up. Explosive eruptions are largely the result of high gas content magma. As the magma comes to the surface, if it has a lot of gas in it, that gas wants to escape and be with other gases, in other words, in the atmosphere. That causes kaboom to happen. An effusive eruption is the result of very low gas content magma, and effusive eruptions have very fluid lava. There are three types of volcanoes and one subtype of volcano. The first type of volcano is called a cinder cone. These are the result of explosive eruptions, and they're made up of pyroclastic material. No lava flow. No lava flow. Just pyroclastic material. Cinder and ash being ejected from the volcano. They're single vent volcanoes. That means there's only one hole that ejects this material up into the air and then falls down and creates a cone. Cinder cones are also the smallest volcanoes. Generally, they're no more than about 1,000 feet in local relief. Honestly, I've seen dozens and dozens. I've never seen one that's even 1,000 feet high. This is Red Hill on the 395, which goes up towards Mammoth. It's on the right-hand side as you're headed north. It's a cinder cone volcano. Take a look at it. There it is. It's all cinder and ash ejecta. No lava flow. Composite cones are, like the name indicates, composed of something. These are from explosive eruptions, or they can create or cause explosive eruptions. And they're made up of alternating layers of lava and pyroclastic material. If you take a look at the diagram, you can see ash and lava. The lava is the kind of dark olive green. The ash is the gray. So what will happen is there'll be a couple thousand years of lava flow, then another 1,000 years of ash being ejected, then another 1,000 years of lava flow, followed by another couple thousand years of lava flow. And it's just alternating back and forth and back and forth. And this eventually builds up the cone. These are oftentimes multiple vent volcanoes, which means there's multiple holes out of which the lava can flow, as you see in that diagram with this volcano being bisected, cut in half. And the large, super famous volcanoes on Earth, probably most of the ones that you know, are composite cones. Mount St. Helens, Mount Rainier, Mount Shasta, Mount Lassen, Mount Cotopaxi, Popocatépetl in Mexico. Krakatoa was this. Pinatubo is this. Mount Etna is this. Vesuvius is this. Mount Fuji is this. All of these very famous volcanoes. This is Santorini in Greece. We are inside the volcano right here. What happened was 3,500 years ago, there was a massive explosion that blew the volcano apart. But if you look carefully, you can see it's made up of alternating layers. You can see those darker layers of lava flow. The red is cinder and ash ejecta. This is Mount Shasta, formed exactly the same way. On the left-hand side, the Popocatépetl. On the right-hand side, the Iztaccíhuatl. And then the Volcán de Agua, which is in Guatemala. The Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl, that we've mentioned before, are outside of Mexico City. All of these are all composite cones. The subtype of volcano is called a plug dome. Plug domes are formed when a composite cone has its main vent blocked by solidified magma. So in other words, what happens is the magma comes up, it cools in that vent, and then solidifies. It's almost like putting a cork in the volcano. And if you have a cork in a bottle of champagne and you shake the bottle of champagne up and release the pressure, kaboom. And this is what happens with plug domes. They can be very violent due to the pressure that can build up. When a volcano erupts and the top is blown off, what's formed is a caldera. You can see this on the left-hand side, and you can see this on the right-hand side as well. That right-hand side, look at what happened was that the top of the volcano was blown completely off. It was like it was decapitated. And then what's formed is this big open hole on the top. That's called a caldera. The final volcano is called a shield volcano. These are broad, gently sloping volcanic cones, and they're made of effusive eruptions, low gas content, very fluid lava. And they're also multiple vent volcanoes. If you take a look at this, this is representative of the Hawaiian Islands. The Hawaiian Islands are all shield volcanoes. That means you can go to Hawaii and don't have to worry about the volcanoes blowing up and destroying the islands. They don't operate like that. That doesn't mean that you couldn't be killed by them, because if 2,000-degree lava is coming at you and you don't move, you're going to die. But the volcano's not going to blow up and the islands are not going to explode. You can see if you look at this diagram that there's multiple vents. The oceanic crust is going over the hotspot. Magma comes up, flows out on the surface, and one layer after another layer after another layer of effusive lava flow creates the volcanoes that are in Hawaii. Take a look at those dark streaks. That's the effusive lava flow. It's almost like water flowing over the top of the landscape. This is on the big island of Hawaii. Same thing here. I mean, it's like a river, right? Take a look at that. It's almost like water flowing, except, of course, it's not water. But if that's coming at you, what do? You get out of the way, and everything's fine. Look, if you're driving along this road 30 years ago when that lava went over it, what do? You drive the car up to it, you turn around, right? You don't drive the car through it. This is what effusive lava flow and shield volcanoes are about. Yes, they can go over the top of things and destroy houses, but if you move, you're probably going to be okay. And this is the big island of Hawaii with Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa on it. And you can see that it's just gigantic volcanic cones.